The physical world is merely a projection, a holographic simulation fed to the senses to mask the infinite consciousness that resides within every individual. I'd like to focus on the word mask, used here to mean conceal or to hide. What is it that's being hidden from us? The infinite consciousness that resides within every individual. Let's ignore for a moment that we don't conclusively know our exact relationship with infinite consciousness, or indeed if consciousness is truly infinite. But let's assume that it is, and move on to the question of who or what is doing the hiding. In awakening law, it can be anything from lizard people to Loosh, the Illuminati to AI to the scientists operating the Large Hadron Collider. But it's almost always implied to be a force with nefarious intent, hell-bent on preventing us from knowing the truth that would set us free to reach our full unrealized and unlimited potential. But what if the truth is much simpler and far less dramatic? What if nothing and no one is deceiving you or purposefully sabotaging your true awareness potential? What if the finite body-mind you currently identify as yourself is only capable of processing a limited amount of input, and has therefore evolved to prioritize only the tiny parts of the vast spectrum of available information that help you to keep your physical form alive? What if your perspective is limited simply because you'd be too overwhelmed to function if it wasn't? If you believe in infinite consciousness, isn't deliberate design a more likely explanation for your condition than devilish deceit? While we cannot know anything much about anything, one fact that does seem entirely beyond dispute is that our five senses do not reveal reality in its full complexity. We sense only a tiny fraction of it. But does that mean we should think of it as merely a projection? And what is a holographic simulation exactly? Is it the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth? Contrary to the popular subcultural meme, the Matrix movies are not documentaries. The physical world is certainly not ultimate reality, but it patently arises from it somehow. And for those of us who find ourselves living on the material plane, our ignorance of what lies beyond is most likely not a bug, but a necessary feature.